Japanese people are among the longest lived in the world. The average lifespan is 87 for women and 81 for men. At the world's top level, what is the secret? Many researchers have tried to uncover this mystery. The first factor is diet. Traditional Japanese food includes vegetables, fish, fermented foods, rice and miso. These are balanced in nutrition and do not contain excessive fat. The second factor is lifestyle habits. Japanese walk every day. Even in cities, they commute by public transportation and walk to the station. The elderly also keep walking as a habit. The third factor is social connection. As in Okinawa's Yuimaru, local communities are strong and people are not isolated. Okinawa especially is a well-known land of longevity with many people over 100. The fourth factor is ikigai, a reason for living. Japanese people have the concept of ikigai, to hold small goals and daily enjoyments. After retirement, they occupy themselves with a vegetable garden or devote themselves to calligraphy. But long life has its shadows too. Dementia, nursing care, and the burden on social security. The challenge is not only to live long, but to simultaneously extend healthy life expectancy. Young people today live differently from their parents' generation. Fast food, greater reliance on cars, and increasingly international diets. Will the next generation be able to maintain the same longevity? Traditional food, the habit of walking, connection with community. These are not old things, but a resource for the future. To incorporate old wisdom into convenient modern life is the key to maintaining a long and healthy life across generations. The secret of longevity is not a special medicine. It is the accumulation of small daily choices. Mariko, my university classmate, became the first woman to serve as factory manager at a major manufacturer. It was when she was 40. She had graduated from the engineering department and at first worked as a technician. The workers on the floor were all men, and at first she was not accepted as a peer. Mariko learned everything from the safety procedures on the shop floor to the operating methods of each machine. She wore the same clothing as the workers and walked the factory from morning till night. After 10 years, she climbed the steps of promotion, becoming section chief, department head, and then factory manager. This was unusual in the industry. Despite Mariko's appointment as factory manager, there were voices of both support and objection. Can a woman with the home and children to raise carry such a responsible post? Some asked, but the results were clear. Under her management, the factory's productivity rose and accidents decreased. From a woman's viewpoint, she also promoted a workplace where people could work more easily. The glass ceiling, the invisible wall that blocks women's promotion, still exists today. But as pioneers like Mariko increase, the wall is being broken little by little. Gender equality is not only a women's issue, it is also an economic necessity for maximizing the output of society. As a whole, a society cannot develop without making use of the talent of half its population. Mariko has both the strength not to yield when confronted with obstacles and kindness toward others. She has become a role model for the next generation of women leaders. In my old home stood an ancient piano. It had been used by my grandmother in her youth and had the dignity of an antique. The keys were yellowed and the tuning was slightly off, but it was our family's treasure. Every week my mother would gently wipe the piano, and once a year she called a tuner for its maintenance. Music is a precious heritage of our family, she said. From the age of 6, I began lessons on this piano. The first few years were bitter. Practice seemed silly to me. Hearing friends playing outside, I kept repeating scales. But in middle school, piano gradually became enjoyable. I could play Chopin and Debussy and came to know the joy of expressing my emotions through sound. At university, I did not select music as my major, but I continued playing the piano. Even on busy days, the time at the keyboard was my spiritual rest. Employment, marriage, raising children. At every stage of life, the piano was with me on tired nights, sad days, joyful days. Music absorbed my feelings and healed me. My grandmother passed away, my mother passed away, and now it is my daughter who plays the piano. My 7-year-old daughter lacks the strength in her fingertips to play Chopin, but the sight of her stretching her toes toward the pedal recalls my own image long ago. A single old piano has connected the family across 4 generations. An instrument is not a mere object, like a chamber of family history and affection. It contains all the memories. My father lost his right leg in a traffic accident when he was 25. From that time on, his life with a disability began. The first few years were filled with despair. Adapting to a prosthetic leg was a bitter process, and learning to walk again took months. My father, having received such a blow, often grieved alone at night. But my father was a strong person. He did not yield to depression. He accepted his disability and made up his mind to build a new life. He began his studies at an accounting institute. In order to qualify for a profession he could do while seated, 3 years later he earned the qualification of a certified public accountant. After that, he became an independent financial consultant for small and medium-sized businesses. With precise calculations and sincere work, he won the trust of many clients. He married my mother, and my sister and I were born, even with a prosthetic leg. My father played with us in the park. He could not ride a bicycle, but he could swim with us in the pool. My father often said, the most important thing in life is not what you have lost, but what you make from what remains. At 60, my father retired. Today, he works as a volunteer at a local organization supporting people with disabilities. He gives advice from his own experience to young people who have gone through the same. To lose a part of one's body is a terrible experience. But what my father taught me is that loss does not have to be the end of a meaningful life. Hardship can deepen a person's understanding. My father's quiet strength was born from the experience of losing a leg. Back street of the city, tucked away, there is a used bookshop. It is not a so-called tourist spot, but it is known to lovers of books. The owner is a gentleman in his 70s who has been selling books from this place for more than 30 years. When you step inside, the smell of old books surrounds you. The shelves are filled with books up to the ceiling. Literature, history, philosophy, science, whatever sort of book you want, you can find it if you search. The owner is an expert on books. When a customer says a title, within a few minutes he remembers where on the shelf it is. He can tell you the plot of any book. The shop has a quiet atmosphere, like a private reading room. Customers speak in low voices and handle the books carefully. Sometimes a rare out-of-print book is brought in. The owner promptly buys it and sells it at an appropriate price to deliver a book of worth to its next owner. That is his mission. This is the age of e-books. Sales of paper books are decreasing. Used bookshops too are similarly shrinking in number, but the owner is not pessimistic. A paper book has a charm that an e-book does not, he says. The feel in your hand, the sound of turning a page, the weight of the book itself. Unlike books on a screen, you can line them on a shelf and make them part of your home. In this shop, I have met many treasures. parents are superior. The owner opens the shutter every morning, arranges the books and waits for customers. I will continue as long as I can continue, he says. May this quiet place remain at least a little longer. That is the wish of everyone who loves books. When I was a child, summer vacations were special. Each year I would spend a month at my grandparents' house in the countryside. My grandfather was a former farmer with a large garden and fields. In the morning I would go out to the field with him to harvest the vegetables, tomatoes, cucumbers, corn. The vegetables that had absorbed the sunlight tasted different from what you buy in the city. Every dinner my grandmother cooked was special. In the afternoon, we would go swimming in the nearby creek. The water was cold and the stones on the bottom were rough. When I leapt in barefoot, it was so cold I felt breathless. In the evening, I would walk the dog with my grandfather. The Labrador Shiro was a wise dog who listened well to my grandfather. At night on the veranda, I would gaze at the starry sky with my grandmother. Countless stars that could not be seen in the city would blink at me. My grandmother would quietly tell me the stories of the constellations after I moved to the city for university. My chances to visit the countryside grew fewer after my grandparents passed away. The house passed into other hands. But when summer comes, I still remember those countryside summers. Now as an adult, I take my own children to the countryside where my wife's parents live. There are fields, a creek, and at night a sky full of stars. Seeing my children chase insects with sparkling eyes and try to catch fish in the river, I feel my younger self is being restored. A country summer passed down across generations. There is something in it, but the convenience of the city cannot replace. In this world, there are invisible borders of many kinds. Some are clear, like national borders. Others are invisible walls within society. One of these is the cycle of poverty. A child born into a poor family has limited educational opportunities, cannot get a good job, and even as an adult, cannot escape from poverty. This is passed on from one generation to the next generation. To break this cycle requires the effort of society as a whole. Education, medical care, housing, job training. Through one individual's strength alone, it is difficult to escape poverty. Bangladesh's Grameen Bank created a new scheme against poverty. Microfinance, small loans to low-income people. Money is lent even without collateral. The repayment rate is surprisingly high. Demonstrated that poor people are not lazy, given only the chance they succeed through their own power. The founder, Muhammad Yunus, received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006. Yunus argued that poverty reflects social systems rather than personal failure. Meanwhile, in developed countries too, a new poverty has emerged. The working poor who can only make ends meet despite long hours. A divide in education caused by parents' income. Poverty not only torments those who experience it, but also blocks the development of society as a whole. A society in which every person can make use of their talent is a sustainable society. This is not a distant story. Beside us, even now, someone is fighting against poverty. What we can do for each one of us to think about it is the first step. A police officer, that is, a cop, is an important profession that protects the order of society. They patrol the streets around the clock and react to incidents and accidents. Their work involves many areas: investigating a crime, enforcing traffic laws, consulting with residents, responding to reports of suspicious activity, while respecting civil rights. There are dramatic scenes of tracking down a killer, but much of daily duty is steady, quiet work: writing documents, investigating the scene, communication with a supervisor. The role of correctional facilities that manage prisoners is also important. The aim is not only to punish criminals, but also to rehabilitate them. But the work of police has dangerous moments: armed criminals, gunshots, explosions. They often face risks to their own lives. Police function only with the trust of citizens. If there is violence or corruption, their reputation is lost in an instant. In America, excessive violence against black people has continued, and the Black Lives Matter movement has spread. This is not a rebellion against the entire police, but a voice demanding reform. Japanese police are called affectionately Omawari-san. The Koban police box system is unique in the world, providing local community-based security. Police officers too are human. They make mistakes and they have emotions. While we expect much of them, we must not demand perfection. Mutual understanding and cooperation are the foundation of a safe society. Warehouse work is unglamorous but essential to society. The storage of goods, sorting, and delivery. Without these, modern distribution does not work. Having dropped out of high school, I began working at a large Amazon warehouse at 22. At first it was simple, manual labor, but gradually I learned the work. Warehouse work has technical aspects too, working alongside robots, barcode scanners, picking systems, conveyors. I learned these material handling technologies from 7 in the morning until 6 in the evening. I walked around until my feet seemed to sink. Sometimes my knees hurt. At lunchtime, I would eat my bento box on my lap and read messages from my partner. But I was proud of this work. Whatever goods we delivered, someone was waiting. Someone's birthday gift, someone's urgent tool for work. After 5 years of work, I got a promotion to team leader. I was responsible for analyzing my team's work logs and proposed improvements for efficiency. But the warehouse industry is now in the middle of great change. Automation, AI, robots, simple labor is disappearing. My intention is to continue studying at night school to keep up with this change. I am not a university graduate, but the experience I have gained on the floor is valuable. I want to build a society where people are not judged by academic background alone. A society in which whoever works sincerely is properly rewarded. On my resume, my warehouse experience is written with pride. It was my starting point and the work that has supported my life.
By 2050, the world is predicted to have a population of 97 billion. How to feed such a rapidly growing population is one of the greatest challenges in human history. Food production is said to need to increase by 70% from today. But we cannot increase arable land.
Rather, through climate change and desertification, the land suitable for farming is shrinking. A shift to plant-based foods rich in fiber, reducing excessive meat consumption, and eating insects. These alternatives are being proposed. Vertical farming is gaining attention. Inside buildings in cities, vegetables are grown hydroponically. Without needing extensive farmland, fresh vegetables can be supplied from the urban outskirts. Gene editing technology also offers hope. Crops that increase yields, resist pests, and endure flood and drought. It is an issue that brings both promise and concern. The problem of meat is also serious. The livestock industry emits huge amounts of greenhouse gases. Cultured meat grown in a factory may be an alternative that reduces environmental burdens. The problem of food waste cannot be overlooked. 1/3 of food produced in the world is thrown away. Just reducing this alone could feed many people. There is something we can do at the individual level to plan meals, use leftovers, and reduce food waste. Choose locally produced ingredients, gradually reduce meat consumption. Food is the basis of survival and the core of culture. The future dining table is built by the sum of choices made by each of us. Our love for the earth should be reflected in our food choices too.